Two injured Los Angeles Lakers players are finally giving fans something to smile about as the 2025-26 NBA season gets ready to begin. Just days before the purple and gold step onto the court for their season opener, both young Lakers are showing encouraging progress in their recoveries. The Lakers are gearing up to open their campaign Tuesday night at Crypto.com Arena, where they'll host the Golden State Warriors in what's already shaping up to be one of the most talked about season openers of the year. Even with the buzz surrounding the matchup, the Lakers aren't heading in as favorites. Odds makers have them as slight underdogs at plus 2.5, mainly because they'll be without their leader, LeBron James. The 40-year-old superstar, now entering his incredible 22nd NBA season, will sit this one out due to rest and mild soreness. The Lakers are taking no chances with his health, keeping their focus on maintaining his long-term durability for another playoff push later in the year. But there's still some good news in Los Angeles. Two young players, Bronny James and rookie forward Otto Thiero, are trending in the right direction and could soon return to action. According to Kobe Price of the Southern California News Group, both James and Thiero were limited participants in the team's last practice before opening night. It's a positive sign for a team that's been juggling multiple injuries throughout training camp and preseason. Bronny James, now in his second NBA season, has been recovering from a right ankle sprain that forced him to miss the preseason finale against the Sacramento Kings last Friday. Although he's been limited to non-contact drills lately, reports suggest he's moving well and regaining confidence in his ankle movement. Team insiders say the Lakers are expected to list him as questionable for Tuesday's game, which means he's got a real chance to suit up if his recovery continues smoothly. Coaches and teammates have praised Bronny's attitude during his rehab. Assistant coach Phil Handy mentioned earlier this week that Bronny has stayed locked in mentally and has done everything the training staff asked of him. Handy said his maturity is showing, and he's making sure he's ready for the moment his number gets called. Meanwhile, Otto Thiero's situation is a bit more complicated. The rookie forward, drafted 36th overall in the 2025 NBA Draft, is still working back from a left knee hyperextension suffered during his college days at Arkansas. That injury kept him out of both the Summer League and the entire preseason, delaying his first chance to fully integrate into the Lakers system. Recently, the medical staff confirmed that Thiero will be reevaluated in 2 to 3 weeks. For now, he's cleared for light on-court work, shooting, conditioning, and other non-contact activities, which is a good indication that his recovery is moving in the right direction. Still, the Lakers are being cautious. Thiero has dealt with knee issues since college, and the team doesn't want to rush him. He wasn't projected to be a major rotation piece right away, but the Lakers are high on his upside. Standing 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, he brings defensive energy, hustle, and versatility. Exactly the kind of traits that could prove valuable over the course of a long 82-game season. General Manager Rob Pelinka spoke highly of Thiero after the draft, noting that his athleticism and potential were strong enough to convince the front office to trade up 19 spots to grab him, moving from pick 55 to 36. Pelinka made it clear that the Lakers see him as a long-term piece of their future. For now, both Bronny and Thiero are staying focused on their recovery. The Lakers' medical and performance team have emphasized patience and long-term health over short-term gains, making sure no one rushes back too soon. With the new season about to begin, the Lakers' main goal is clear: chase their 18th NBA championship and finally break the tie with the Boston Celtics for the most titles in league history. Los Angeles made several important off-season moves to boost their depth around LeBron and their new franchise cornerstone, Luka Doncic. The front office focused on adding balance, mixing veteran experience with young energy to create a more complete roster. The team's new head coach, J.J. Redick, has emphasized a faster, switch-heavy system built around defense and versatility. Despite the injuries, team morale remains strong. Reports from inside the organization say that practices have been competitive and intense, with players showing a real sense of urgency. The Lakers know the Western Conference will be brutal and every early season game will matter. Bronny and Thiero may not log big minutes right away, but both are expected to grow into key contributors as the season unfolds. With LeBron likely managing his workload carefully this year, there will be plenty of chances for younger players to earn meaningful playing time. If they can stay healthy and perform consistently, both could become crucial depth pieces later in the season. As the lights get brighter in Los Angeles, the storylines are already taking shape. A new season, a roster filled with youth and experience, and a franchise chasing championship number 18. The mission is simple: get healthy, stay sharp, and start strong against the Warriors. For Bronny James and Ado Thiero, that means staying patient, putting in the work, and being ready when their moment arrives. The Lakers are entering the 2025-26 season with renewed determination and high expectations surrounding their new superstar, Luka Doncic. Head coach J.J. Redick, now in his second year, made headlines this preseason by publicly backing Doncic as a serious MVP contender. In an interview with the Los Angeles Times, Redick said, "He's motivated by winning. I talk to him about it all the time. If we play at a high level, he'll definitely be in that MVP conversation." Redick isn't the only one who believes it. Around the league, many see Doncic as primed for a massive bounce-back year. In NBA.com's annual general manager survey, three-time MVP Nikola Jokic was the heavy favorite to win again with 67% of the votes. But Doncic finished second with 10%, ahead of stars like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Tatum, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. That alone shows the respect Doncic commands across the basketball world, even after a rocky first season in Los Angeles. Last year didn't go according to plan. The blockbuster trade that brought Doncic to LA shook the entire NBA. Rob Pelinka pulled the trigger on one of his boldest moves ever, sending Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a future draft pick to Dallas in exchange for Doncic. The move marked a new era, one centered around Doncic's offensive brilliance instead of Davis's dominance in the paint. But things started slowly. A lingering calf injury delayed Doncic's debut and made it hard for him to build chemistry with his new teammates. He played only 28 games in the 2024-25 season, far below his usual workload. Still, when he was on the court, his impact was obvious. He averaged 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game, while shooting nearly 44% from the field and 38% from three. Those numbers might have been below his peak, but they showed flashes of his elite all-around ability. Now, with a full off-season under Redick's system and a clean bill of health, expectations are sky-high. From 2020 to 2024, Doncic finished in the top 8 of MVP voting every single year. In 2023 to 2024, he led Dallas to the NBA Finals and finished third in MVP voting behind Jokic and Gilgeous-Alexander. That season, he averaged an unbelievable 33.9 points, 9.8 assists, and 9.2 rebounds while shooting almost 49% from the floor, reminding everyone why he's one of the most gifted players of his generation. This time, the challenge isn't about Doncic's talent. It's about whether the Lakers have built the right roster around him. Pelinka's offseason moves drew mixed reviews. The team added DeAndre Ayton and Jake LaRavia to improve their size and flexibility, but they also lost Dorian Finney-Smith, one of Doncic's closest friends and defensive partners from Dallas. In his place, the Lakers took a risk on veteran guard Marcus Smart, whose health and consistency have been questionable in recent years. On paper, the Lakers have enough talent to compete for a playoff spot, but their fit around Doncic isn't perfect. The lack of consistent shooting and perimeter defense could be a problem in a loaded Western Conference. If the Lakers want Doncic in the MVP race, they'll need to win. And history shows MVPs usually come from teams that dominate the standings, not those hovering around the middle. Still, Redick's faith in Doncic hasn't wavered. He's seen up close how focused and detail-oriented the Slovenian star is. If Doncic can stay healthy and the team finds chemistry early, he could easily re-enter the MVP conversation, maybe even at the very top. But beyond Doncic's rise, there's another major decision looming for the Lakers: LeBron James. At 40, LeBron is still elite, but his fit with Doncic and Austin Reeves has started to feel awkward. All three are ball-dominant playmakers who thrive in isolation, but none are elite defenders. The result has been an offense-heavy lineup that struggles on the other end. LeBron is still capable of putting up 25 points and 8 assists a night, but time and injuries are catching up. He's now battling a recurring sciatica issue, and his availability has become harder to rely on. Financially, things are tricky too. LeBron is in the final year of his $52.6 million contract, and if the Lakers don't act soon, they risk losing him for nothing next summer. Trading LeBron would be massive, but it might also be smart. He holds a no-trade clause, meaning he controls his destiny. But if he agreed to move, several teams could come calling. A Cleveland reunion would be a storybook ending. New York could offer a massive spotlight alongside Jalen Brunson, and Houston could present a young roster that needs leadership. Even Dallas, with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis now reunited, could make for an incredible storyline. The Lakers are at a crossroads. Hold on to the past or embrace the future. Keeping LeBron would please fans, but might slow the team's growth around Doncic's prime years. Moving him, however, could reshape the franchise for the next decade. LeBron James will forever be one of the greatest to ever play the game. But in the business of basketball, timing is everything. For the Lakers, that time may be running out. The clock is ticking in Los Angeles, and the decisions made this season could define the team's future for years to come.